Hello there, the Internet Tough Monkey here once again. Hope that you're all well. Thank you very much for stopping by. Okay, we have yet another online time trial to look at today. And this time, we're at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway, Infield Section A. That's right, and we are also in the Dodge Viper GTS. That's a combination I've not come across for a long time. In fact, have I even got the car? Oh, I do have the car. There we go. Okay, I bet you I don't have the right tyres for it, do we? No, we need sport mediums, and obviously we've got sport hard fitted, so let's go to the shop, get those bought and fitted to the car. Always is the case, isn't it, viewer? The tyres that we need for these events are never on the car. We always have to go out and buy them. Anyway, that aside, let's go and see how we get on. First few laps around at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway. It was a bit of a venture into the unknown for me, trying to find the right setting for the traction control. Now, you'll see this first lap I'm showing you here. This isn't my fastest lap. It wasn't too far off, but this was my best lap with traction control set to 0. So ultimately, I actually think it's probably my best lap overall, just because I had to be as smooth as I possibly could, keep control of the back end of the car, because if you just put even slightly too much revs down, this car just wants to spin round, bury itself into the tarmac. It's a very difficult car to control. So this is with my traction control set to 0, ABS set to low, I think it was. And it's just a wrestle match to get this car around this circuit. That corner there is particularly tricky, and this double apex corner especially tricky, to try and flatten off the corner, get the car straight and get the power down, because if the car is still turning when you get the power down, you're just going to spin it round, aren't you? As with all these time trials, and what I always say is make sure you learn where the track limits are, to work out what you can cut and what you can't cut before you start getting penalties. In fact, do pick up a few penalties, because it makes you understand where those limits are. Anyway, that was the end of my best lap on this first set of runs, and I was just outside the gold medal standard at this time. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to back out of this. I could see that I got a couple of tenths left on the table there. I went and watched the replays of some of the top guys, reset, and I set the traction control to 1. And here you can see I'm 40 odd laps into this set of runs, and this is my best lap I've done so far. Braking into this first corner is very difficult. I slam on the brakes at the 150 board and wrestle it to a stop. I keep a tighter line through here. I experimented going wide and a faster line, but I found my times were better going tighter. Brake early and turn in hard for this corner. Try and almost like hovercraft the back end around as you come around this double apex corner. I could have actually gone a bit tighter and a bit quicker, but I've kept it under control. Tight into this corner again. I could have been a bit tighter and gather it up on the exit, get the power down early. Cut across this curb here and then brake just before you get to the end of the blue and white curb on the left hand side. Down to first, come off the power, come off the brakes, let the car turn round and then feed the power back on slowly. The back end is squirreling under acceleration. This double apex, so hard to get right. I could have done this better, I'm sure, but I managed to get the power down nice and early as I came out of that corner. And then this last corner, turn in early, try and get as close to that board on the left hand side as you possibly can. And then wrestle the car. The back end is wanting to squirrel all the way around here. I had experimented with running a wide fast line, but I found I could hold the corner and maintain my speed as I accelerated towards the line. And as you can see, I'm gaining time on my previous best all the way to the line. And there we go, a 1:13.549 is my best time so far. Ultimate time of a 1:13.224, this time on the table. I know I could go a little bit quicker, but I did 50 odd laps and just couldn't improve. So I'm in this zone, 2.6%, I always say 2.5%. I've got a feeling this time might not be quite good enough for gold. As it stands on Monday evening at 5:30, it is still a gold medal time, so we'll see how that plays out over the coming week. At the moment I'm standing in 1400th position, which is, I tried to get into the top 1000, but I'm not quite there this time. I've got a feeling it might be beaten. Anyway, let's go and have a look at what the 70 odd laps that I did yesterday will give me. Is it going to be a car? Is it going to be a car? You know what I'm going to get. It's going to be the lowest amount possible. Anyway, hope something there helps you out, gets you a gold medal. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.